Clogged pipes and plugged up toilets can bring a busy family to its knees. At Stinkweed, we know and understand you and your family just don't have time for that. Stinkweed, fast, professional plumbing you can count on. Call 2 in a black, DREDGE5. That's 2 in a black, DREDGE5.
This is good. But what is best in life?
The open steppe, free thoughts, falcons at your wrist, and the wind in your hair.
Wrong! Conan, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, destroy other lands, and to cast Gurmag Angler for 1 mana.
That is good.
Well, hello everybody. Sorry for the break last week. I'm back better than ever, let's hope. Probably get some quitters today. We are playing Land Destruction in just the league room, so I get it if somebody's going to get a little salty. So I've been messing around with a build like this, going back and forth with a few different versions, but I've been settling on this one. It's been winning a lot. I've got 4 Peat Bogs, and then the rest are basics for a total of 16. We're running Dark Ritual as well as all 4 Trolls to help stimulate our land growth, with the idea being that we exhume a big target like a second turn troll, which is pretty hard to beat. 2 Campfires main. Red can be a problem with this list. We got 4 Anglers main. I just have the sideboard all squished here so we have everything that can fit into one window. So real teas in the house. All right, good to see you, Dreamer Stingo, Chimpskey. Woo! Excuse me. Anyway, all 4 Snuff Out, 2 Thorn of the Black Roads, 4 Silent Bloods, 2 Night's Whisper. Just wanted a lot of card draw. Obviously the Exhume package. We've got 2 Rats main, Crypt Rats, Persuasion, all 4 Sands, all 4 Quakes, and all 4 Rancid Earth, which have the cool ability to wipe the board if you time it right with Threshold. In our sideboard, I'm going all 4 Marauders. Big Blue's kind of hard to beat, and nothing does it better than this little Marauder dude. And we can exhume him in a pinch too. 3 Cast Down, all 4 Fangs. Again, Red's a bit of a problem. 1 more Rat is for like the elf matchups and such. And then 3 Spellbombs. So with that being said, if any of you in the chat wish to dance, let's do it, because I'd much rather have a non-quitter, because sometimes, as is the way of land destruction, people tend to say, I'm out of here after you blow up that first land or so. But sometimes artifact lands can be a bit of a pain. I know there was another streamer, Diego, I think, who had the enchantment land against like artifact lists and stuff. I liked my main deck to be a lot more streamlined, and just anticipating I'm not doing that. Not everything can be a indestructible land, but we'll see. I'm a quitter, I'm afraid, says Chimpskey. Yeah, it's been like 8 years since I played this build, and back then the problem was not drawing cards, and I even went to the point of playing Darksteel Pendant so that when I needed to find a damn spell, I would draw it instead of a land, and I could at least manipulate it that way. But and even the Dimir Informant, I think that's the other one. It has the Dimir colors, and you could kind of like look at the top card. I forget, there was some interaction on your upkeep that you could do those, so that was pretty sweet. So here we go, everybody. We'll say yes to this. Ronda Rousey back in fighting shape tonight. We'll keep this. Pretty good hand. You could always go cheap with the cast down version. I kind of like to have at my disposal Snuff Out. Just that nice little surprise factor. Ooh, this is looking ugly over here. Let me make sure this lines up perfectly. I've been playing like a little demigod. Oh, there's the artifact land we didn't want to see. In Pickleball, just been really hit like a new plateau. I guess, or my floor got a lot higher, so to speak. Let me do this. We can't get really stuck here. All Night's Whisper myself. We got a rat. Not much else until something shows up that we can blow up. Let's go. Yeah, I think for the video card on YouTube, I'm just going to write Ponza, and the O will be the black mana symbol. See if we go really simple with that. Boy, it's like they know what we're playing or something. This is going to be a really rough matchup. 2 indestructible lands, and we're playing land destruction. So let's hope we can find our big old dude. we'll go from there. I mean, you can still cast these to do 2 damage. That's a thing, but not too much of a thing. I think I'm just going to chill out here. Very reactive. We didn't draw too much of our... Yeah, it's like somebody totally knows what we're playing in there. The first 3 drops, it's like, here you go, sucker. I do love this artwork on this. Rebecca Guay again. Up close, not so great, but like a Matisse, you know, from a distance, it looks just stunning. Big UFC fight, or not UFC, it's that new other organization where Ronda Rousey is going to be fighting, and Francis Ngannou, and yeah, we're probably going to see the Spaghetti Man here. Writhing Chrysalis, whenever I say Spaghetti Man, that's what I mean. Yeah, this is getting out of hand quick. We don't have a threat out. We can blow up all of 1 land. I'm just hoping they crack that spell bomb out of just impatience. 2 spell bombs, man. Okay. Sure. I'm going to favor Icequake till I see otherwise, just so I can save that damage for something else. Oh, we could just go like this and draw a card. Let's try that. We don't really have any answers, so let's draw a card. EOT, we're going to have to pitch something down. Maybe I should have used a ritual on that. Kept open a mana. Might get like a Snuff Out, but it's not going to be that great against Spaghetti Man. Dayakuba! The Rage Inducer 9000. Yeah. Right now it's getting me upset. All right, we will... discard, and that's cat's out of the bag now. They're like, oh, you're on land destruction. Yeah. Probably going to have to use this Thorn as removal if Writhing Chrysalis shows up, because it's pretty hard to kill. There it is. How does Snuff Out kill that? It's devoid. Has no color. And I can't remember how Snuff Out's worded. I think it says non-black, so technically it should work, huh? I don't think I've ever tried it. All right. Well, yeah, that works. But it'd be neat to get to a full mana count here, but I think I want to use my mana on a rat here. Not really. No, let's... let me just go. Let me get rid of some of these here. I was thinking of powering up rat, but I'm just gonna go like this and blow some stuff up here. We'll block here with yeah, sure, I'll do that. Use up our hand here. Drop this dude out. Drop a sands. Crack. Not that it's gonna matter too much. And hopefully they don't have more removal. Okay. Drawing more cards. Come on, where's our big stuff? Yeah, I messed around with toxin analysis. In this deck, I liked Unexpected Fangs in the sideboard the most. This was wildly different. I forgot all about Peat Bog, and I went back and forth on the whole Dark Ritual thing. It's kind of it can be a little bit of a win more a lot, but just happy our opponent isn't quitting. Are they not drawing the cards? Wow, look at this. When my kids were little, we used to read them the Frog and Toad books, if you're wondering what my shirt says. So the local store up here actually had it. I was like, yes! Best little cartoon / books ever. Just super wholesome, real basic, but still take away those kind of facts. Okay. Thorn is keeping them honest. That's about all we got right now, though. More of the same, more of the same. Yuck, 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 yuck. Should we just bring out the rat and pass? I think that's the move. Here we go. Be really nice if some of our big fatties showed up. Or a Snuff Out. We have drawn with Night's Whisper, but that's about it. We're drawing a return with the Thorn. Come on, baby. Let's go. Get your shirt in the camera. Oh, it says, today I will take life easy. Yeah, my boy found them and they didn't have my size, and then he went back and got him. So I was like, wow, what a cool kid. There's this one really charming story. It's called The List. And one of them's a curmudgeon frog. I think it's toad and frogs like kind of upbeat. And they just go back and forth, real simple dialogue and stuff. But it said, you know, the list, and it's like, wake up. And he's like, I have done that. And then he crosses it off. It's just all these little fun things about that. Oh, cool. They got him over in the Netherlands. Good to know. Well, this is a snooze fest so far. I'm almost hoping for more Eldrazi tokens and our opponent to not pay attention when we cast Rancid Earth on the swamp and sweep up the tokens and the rat. But enough about that. I don't think I've ever seen this player before. I'm not good with names when I'm like meeting people, but when they're written, I can usually kind of have him. Come on over, big old crystal man. All right, we'll take that big fatty down. Let's go. What is this? Death touch and lifelink. Okay. Kind of a weird play. Well, I don't really need this for much more, so I'll bring this out. We'll blow up the land that we can. Bloop. Not that it's doing too much here. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that Dreamer Stingo on YouTube or something. I gotta go hunt that down and check it out. Well, their hand is perfectly built against us, Realty, so I wouldn't be too upset if I was them. Never before. That's got to be in the top 10 ever. Like feel like somebody's pre-sideboarded game one. It's just like indestructible, 4 of them, and then 2 graveyard hates right out of the gate. It's like wow. They're just building. We're not remotely applying enough pressure. We need one of our 8 big fatties to show up, more of third through our deck. So that should be. Oh, don't worry about the theirs. I always misspell there. I drive my wife crazy when I'm doing like the fake commercial graphics and stuff, and I have to do any sort of punctuation or apostrophes and stuff like that. I'm like, wait, is that possessive or is this one possessive? Does it go before or after the S? And she's always like, look it up. And I go, I don't know how to look that up or how to question it, but she knows what I'm talking about. So, all right. This is a little creature on creature action here. I think I'm going to attack with the Crypt Rat. If he blocks, cool. Oh, they're going to do that thing? All right. Sure. Just lose a resource. I don't need the rat. There. It'll be okay. Exactly. I'd have to really focus on that to see if there's any issues. All right, we're going to sign in blood here. Bloop. There's some good stuff. Hey, and look what's gone. Do we have any big old creatures? We do not. And they're going to get one back if I do that. So let's cast them the old-fashioned way, shall we? We'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And sure, I'll try that. Bloop. Big old creature. Let's go. Ooh, boy. This is... what do we call this? This is not zoo. What's the word I'm looking for? Not gruel. This is Jund. There we go. All right. Cards we don't care about. Let's go. Almost halfway through our list. Really want to see a Snuff Out for defense. Gotta be so nice to have a troll out. Oh, that sounds great, Real T. Where you at? Where are you from? I don't think we've interacted before, so. Shoot. Bye-bye, Angler. Good news is we're keeping Monarch for a long time. Scratch that. All right, so I've got a... I'll get rid of the swamp. Let me get a... I'd really like to get a Snuff Out here. 2, 3. We'll blow this up. Won't hit the land, but it'll kill the familiar. Bring out this and start gaining some life. I could bring that back. I just don't want Spaghetti Man coming back. Rhode Island. Oh, all right. Well, we're about as far as we can get. My coast at the bottom, left, and yours at the top right of America. That's a trip. Woo. Furthest east I've gone in America that way. Well, technically it's the Carolinas and the ocean, but when I visited Little Fight a couple years back. But up to the north was right outside of New York, New Jersey area. Show you how much I dislike crowds. I remember I was working for NFL Films at the time, and they were like, "Hey, you want to go to New York?" And the thought of all those people swarming around, I'm like, no. So it just sat, and I think we actually went and looked for magic shops in like Philly. It was a pretty cool outing. All right, this is really getting to be a bummer. Yeah, this is really fighting us right now. Nothing to really kill. I'm about to scoop, believe it or not. This just doesn't feel like we can kind of get there. Well, that provides some hope. They're going to get back you-know-what. 2 Spellbombs gone. A lot of these lists are running all 4 Spellbombs now, so... All right, we're going to let go of one of these swamps because we don't really care. Bye-bye. Furthest west you've been is Portugal. Oh, that's not too bad. My buddy just moved out to the Azores, which is a little bit further east. Or west, I should say. His heritage is from there, and so he retired early. He was all about that life. And when he was a kid, he was like, I'm not going to have any kids, and I'm going to retire early. And boy, to his credit, he sure did it. It's like 50, 51, I think. They technically had two places out there. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping here, trying to keep it off mic. He sold one, and then they upgraded, and then now they're living the life. All right, let's do this to this, gain our life back, and we'll cast a troll and be done with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna cast it. I'm gonna blow this here, Sign in Blood. Draw some cards. Snuff Out's not going to be too good here, but all right, there's more of that. Cool. Well, we at least have a clock here, but if they cast down here, I'm just conceding. All right, they got us game 1. Boop. L. Probably worst case matchup. I mean, what did I say that, like 40% of the time? This is a really good card against the Spaghetti Man. Bloop. I did like having the Thorn there. I'm going to get rid of the Icequakes. I don't want to lose my land destruction altogether, but it's definitely not doing what I want it to. Let's make room for these. I think I can get rid of the rats. Yeah, I'll get rid of the rats. I think I can just go down one of them. It's not the fastest deck to get us, right? There's a little bit of graveyard interaction going on, but not too much. I think I'm just going to try to keep things honest and rock like this. Maybe lean even more. No, let me just do that. Ah, yes. Languages are a big weak spot with me. My wife really excels at them, but not I. Whambo. I've actually been taking a record amount of time off for me. Pickleball courts, I'm only playing every other day. My Achilles has been acting up a little bit. Nothing bad, but just, a little tendonitis thingy. And trying to take it a little more easy. And I was getting a little burned out. It sounds sacrilege to say that because I love the sport so much, but oh, come on, list. Mulligan again. All right, we'll keep this. Gonna get rid of 2. Probably not going to be able to cast that. And I think, well, that's pretty good, actually. Let's get rid of one of these. Say done. So now that when I am playing, I feel like all fired up and really into it, which is only, taking every other day. So I've just been having some really, really good outings. Playing like I want to in my mind, It's like just really measured and a lot of fun. More fun. I'm just going to sign here since our mana's right. Off we go. Okay. Probably kept in a little too much land destruction. Probably could have cut 2 more. But there's a swamp right when I say that. I'll be taking that out ASAP. This is probably the... Oh, never mind. There he is. Yeah, you can just go with the contaminated ground or even evil presence. Probably go with contaminated ground. One list I was looking at had 4 of those main. I was like, that seems a little steep, but one of my favorite styles. Just trying to keep the tempo here. I'll try. It's going to look a lot like last game, I'm afraid. If we get a Exhume right now, I feel pretty good. They're probably sitting on a cast down, though. And for the first time in a long time, I don't have a bodyguard present. I don't think the enchantment lands are the way to go, but... Woo! But neither is doing it this way. Do I risk it, or do I just kill that thing? I'm going to risk it. Probably should... I don't know, Snuff Out's pretty good against a lot of X cards in here, but this does seem to be more black based, so... Here comes Spaghetti Man. Yep. Yeah, I'd have to say this is, if you were to like create a deck that's really good against Black Ponza, it'd probably look something like this. Do they have a cast down? Just coming in for that. All right. If this is the case, I will block it, and then we'll just cast down Night's Whisper if things don't improve. Got 2 mana available. All right. Yeah, I guess you got to pull the trigger at some time, right? The thing I don't like about this, though, is if I do draw Exhume right now, it's a troll for that dude, and they can get pretty even pretty quick. So let me see what I draw first before I do much of anything. Night's Whisper. Okay, okay. Let me see here. Bring that down. I want to keep all of these as close as I can. I'll blow this up. Go like this with this. Cancel. I want to use that Dark Ritual for something. Let's go. Pay all 3. And I'll get rid of everything that isn't a creature. Bam. And it'll probably die. Let's go. Evil Presence. Messed around with Fairy Macabre's main just because we are running Exhume. Kind of a clunky answer, though. All right. I've only got 4 in the yard now, thanks to Angler chewing on everything. Cool. We'll do that. There's some more fodder. I'll just keep Monarch here. Hope for the best. Boom, bam. I'm going to do this now just for tempo. Again, I know it's not threshold yet. Bring this down. Off we go. Run out of cast downs. Infiltrator showing up. A lot more black base than I'm used to seeing. I get it. That's how I'd build it too, though. And our mana's enough that I kind of want this for the threshold ability, maybe. So I'm just going to try to cast this very honestly. Whatever that means. 1, 2, 3, up. I'll keep this in our hand. There's no reason to divulge it. Maybe it'll pull out a duress or the flying couch refurbished familiar coming after us. Not to be dishonest. That's right, Chimpskey. Say it right, damn it. And he's down again, folks. Woo! And we lose Monarch. It's about time. I trust that fish. It knows what it wants. It says right there at the end of the angler. It's a humanoid. Well, that's a perfect scenario, Dreamer Stingo, assuming that I have 4 extra mana all the time, or actually 8. Yeah, I have messed around with him in the past. I was really high on this deck at the early 2018 was the last time we played it. I know that because it was right before I lost my job of 16 years at Studio City, and I remember making my work password something to do with black land destruction. I think my work password was mono black land destruction with some punctuation here and there. So if you want to go back in time and log in as me, there you go. Come on. So grateful for living by the coast because it's been super. We call it May gray and June gloom, and it's like 60 days, sometimes 90 of just feels like deep Scotland as far as like the weather goes. And so for being on the courts all the time, it's so nice to not have the sun beating down on you. Mono white land destruction deck deluxe. That's not the first time after I did the infect one. I remember that being a thing. Augur of Skulls. Yeah, that's a very underplayed card. It's a great little blocker. Might go good in this. Duress in hand. Oh boy, this is getting rough, guys. We're just gonna lick our wounds, go to game round 2. We didn't get a quitter, and technically we're the quitter there. We're running away from all this good. Hopefully we run into something that isn't junned with all these land destruction abilities here. So here we go. Custom match. Always mean these no quitters. Never meant it more than this time. On Homie, I have played. I don't know where Grogberg's been. I've seen him in our clan a few times, but woo. Yeah, technically, Dreamer Stingo, I know from film school style stuff that we'll keep this one. The air temperature of a cloudy day is actually 5,600 degrees Kelvin, which is why there's no hard shadows and why like photographers like it, or if you do shoot video a lot, you want overcast skies because you don't need to light anything. But then a sunny day is only 2,600, I believe, and that's why you get those really hard shadows, kind of like a spill light hitting the ceiling and cascading off, assuming your ceiling's white. A little useless knowledge for you all out there. Cool. All right, we'll lead off with this and make our opponent scratch their head and wonder what the hell we're doing. As we see a swamp in front of us and we're holding a Snuff Out. You might run even hotter, against the randomness of, 1/5 of the metagame creatures being black maybe, if you did go cast down. Turn 2 is sort of unflooded here. 3 is where we're kind of doing everything. So thank you for that, Chimpskey. Yeah, I'm trying to just push that. I've got like so many ways of using those promos, and so I'm trying to get them going now. We will lean on Icequake, trying to slow them down here. They're like, who the hell plays that? Now they're really worried. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, are they going to exhume? We might be in trouble here if we have to lean on Snuff Out. The heck is this guy playing? What is this, like some garden variety? Black gardens? Wondering, perhaps, perchance. But not to dream. All right. I'm going to do it while I can. I'm just going to get rid of it now. We'll go another Icequake. Pop. Go and get. It's another troll. Frustrating. Obviously, if this is mono black, we'd have to cut Sands and Snuff Out. So it's like we mulliganed very deeply. Yeah, I'm sure they have more than just non-swamps here. I still have Rancid here, but swamp? Nope. Okay, well, we'll sign in blood here. to us. Statistically, I should have a land. I don't. What a bummer. But we are at full card count. We don't have to discard. Hey, there's a non-swamp. We'll get that Vault of Whispers straight away. Keeping him off 4 as long as we can. Unless they have an Exhume. I was really afraid that was an Exhume. I'm like, don't do it. Yes, definitely need some like graveyard hate main. I just favored Campfire for game 1. You just need so much help against red with this style. Oh, thank goodness. I'd like the tempo of being able to get the troll out, but I'm just going to try to keep him off a certain land count. We'll get rid of that one while we can. Vault of Whispers is a good effect for our choking sands. Can we keep him off lands? We shall see. All right, the flying rat is home. He's going to bring back a troll. I can bring back a troll, technically, so I'll discard a troll. Well, no, don't want to do that. I'll get rid of a Snuff Out for right now. There's a bog. Glad I didn't get rid of my creature. It's actually pretty relevant. I could have blown that up and waxed the Refurbished Familiar here. So that kind of sucks. We have not played the Monarch card yet. So, yeah, I think I just want to keep him off that. That was a really well-timed bog there. Play this. I'm just gonna really hope that they, once they get past 4, it's just kind of silly to have land destruction, so I'm just really trying to keep them away from whatever else is in this list. Very similar deck style. Crypt Rats suggests that this is mostly a black deck, as does the graveyard. But maybe it's running the Corrupt? No. I saw something similar to that a few weeks ago, though. But 3 basics. Everything's fighting us right now. Let me do this for cycling. Go get our land. Boop. Put it in play. Let's see. We can sign in blood. And we'll Rancid Earth maybe. Yeah, I could troll here, but that's just folly. 2, 3. I'm just going to bring this down. Boop. Keep him to 2. In a pinch, I can cast the rat, trip it for 1, and get that familiar out of the air, but so back when we used to play this, about the only card draw available back then. Well, technically no. Swamp, Sign in Blood, and Night's Whisper, which are my draw engines of choice today, were available. Not sure why I didn't go that route, but I do like having them. So I did mess around with Tokasia's Dig Site. Everybody knows I'm kind of high on that card for decks that you want to prevent having flood mid to late game. Pay 3 at the EOT. Make sure you're not going to draw junk. Try to draw gas a little bit more often. Let's go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So let me go here. I'll go kill all of these here. 2, 3. I'll bring this dude out. I'm going to... should I bring out a naked rat? I will. Just discourage more development. They might have an edict effect. Rat's not that great here, but it is the way to get rid of the Refurbished Familiar. Gosh, pretty soon we're going to want to be finding our campfire, aren't we? Oh, the naked mole rat. Yes. One of my sons used to love saying that in this Animal Planet show that came up. Woo! Thank you for that, Dreamer Stingo. Anybody looking for a really good discount code, we got you covered. Pop, pop, pop on, homie. Sticking around. Oh, no. considered this card as well. I'll put this on top. Ay, ay, ay. Defile. All right, he's gone. Figured they had an answer like that. Alrighty. Shoot. I mean, technically I could exhume the Crypt Rat and they get back their big old fatty, so I'm just going to draw some cards here. Negating the presence of chittering rats. Do I just want to sit back on offense? I'm going to take half my life here. I don't think we're going to be able to get there, guys. I'm going to roll this one up. We're going to go to game 2. MBC artifact. I get it. That's probably how I'd build it too. All right. Well, Snuff Out can definitely go. Not sure if I should be on the Choking Sands plan. I'll probably get rid of 2 of them. Let's call it 3. Yeah, there was quite a bit of graveyard issues. I could bring these in. Phyrexian Gremlins. I'll have to read that one. So we've got the graveyard covered. Obviously gonna want some cast downs. 2, 3. I'll try to gain some life here. I think I might bring in 2 of these. I think I want to lose the campfires. 2 rats is probably good. We'll just lean on 3 fangs for the package there. Try to keep it on the big stuff since we saw Defile, and we are on land destruction, so that'll kind of play into things. Just keeping 1 Choking Sands, double checking the stuff here. All right, let's go. Haven't written W down yet. I didn't expect this to do too great, but it's one of those. If you go first, you get a fatty out and you start blowing up lands, it can feel like a tier 1 list, but don't let that fool you because we've already seen it act like this and get pretty clunky. Okay, well, we've got turn 1 land destruction. The problem is we got to kind of sit on it. We'll keep. But if they have a duress, that's going to be brutal. So we're forced right now to play Spellbomb Pass. This is the conundrum too. If, you know what, I think I'm actually going to use the ritual immediately to sign in Blood and Spellbomb, just so I can guarantee a turn outside of getting duressed and just getting absolutely drop kicked on tempo here. I'll just make sure that we're that much closer to a land. Good, I have land next turn. We've got anti-graveyard. I can just play Peat Bog next turn. Go. It's not as sexy or flamboyant, whatever word you want to use, but trying to get a first W. Let's go. Antiquities. That'd be cool if they, instead of all these like Marvel sets and things they keep dumping every 2 weeks, it feels like if they just revisited like Chronicles or something really old school like Fallen Empires 2. Get your pennies ready. What set would you all like to see come back? Bring this out. I see no reason not to pop 2. Black usually has a way of getting rid of stuff in your hand. Yeah, they usually lean on green or white so that they can have access to artifact hate and enchantment, but we'll see. Maybe it's still in the cards. All right, this is good news for us. Looks like they're just waiting to draw 2 cards here after we do the thing. I don't know if I want to even blow that up, but we're going to go for it here. If we don't draw a land next turn, we're going to probably pop that to Night's Whisper just to guarantee we're going to get out of it, but it still costs them a land here. I knew that was coming. Just trying to keep our resources above theirs. Not as easy as it looks. Okay. 2 artifacts down. So I could complete, I really want to see a swamp here. Swamp, I don't mind. Swamp, no. But it's fine. We'll do that. We'll still just going to go crazy here. Try to blow these things up. I think this is probably going to be worth more, even though we do have Choking Sands. I don't know if they have some sort of artifact offering. Let's go. 3 cards in the yard. Not too worried. So I think just playing already just today. Not so much this last week. I haven't run into too many. I've had some nice tempo plays where the troll comes out and the Exhume's right there, but I think having access to Nihil Spellbomb main is going to be important. So I think I'll be moving a Campfire from the front to the back to see what we're up against here. All right, let me whisper here. I'm going to pop one of these spell bombs if we don't hit a land. We did not, but we kind of did. We'll do this swamp cycle here. Grab a swamp. Play the swamp. And next turn we have that. I think I'll chill here. That triple spell bomb. Oh, good to know that, Chimpskey. Enlighten some people. All right, you get rid of our graveyard. I'll get rid of yours, sucker. Not sure if it's worth doing now or just getting another swamp. I think I'm going to favor swamp. Just in case we do find a you-know-what, Exhume. Boop. I mean, they have the answer in their hand too, but they'll at least have to use a card for the deal. Cool. All right, well. Let me go 1, 2, 3. I really want to just keep them off things as long as I can here. I'll kill that swamp. They're getting some more creatures. Trying to be patient. I'll be dropping that Thorn pretty soon. I just would like to have a big threat. Nice if Exhume showed up. Heck, maybe I should just play Dread Return. Not have to worry about graveyard removal main, right? Be pretty funny. All right, there's that. That's pretty cool. Let me do... I'm just going to bring this dude out. Let's bring out the man. We'll be drawing some cards here. Hopefully something large. There's an offering. Okay. On paper, you'd think we'd have a little bit better chance because they're sacrificing things. And, of course, they're drawing a card, but it's not a net positive. You know, they're sacrificing a thing and using a card to draw two. And us with our little land destruction thing should be all right, you would think. I'll put that there. Duress. I guessed right. Sucker. I'll do this now. Pay in the black. Negating the Chittering Rats effect. Sticking our tongue out at our opponent. And there we go. 1, 2, ooh, that would be interesting, huh? 1, 2, what should I do here? Let me blow this up, go here, blop. Play the thing, do the other thing, and pass. Maybe kept that Spellbomb back. We have seen Duress twice now, so I'm trying to keep our hand anti-Duress. I was just wondering if I just drew the cast down. Having 2 swamps unanswered would be pretty good to prevent something like this, but... Alrighty, so they're going to get it. There's no creatures in the yard. Come on. Exhume. Let's go, Exhume. Exhume. Let's go. No, dang it. What's cool about having dark rituals here is that you can kind of create super offense out of just nowhere. I mean, we could like wax the board for 5 here, which would be pretty sweet. Let me do this. I'll just keep our hand nice and naked. And we'll pop this for 2. 1, 2. Say, hold down control, say done, just in case they have some sort of shenanigans. Cool. And then with that 1, after this fizzles, we'll burn the yard, draw a card. So we've got the floating mana to do it. Yes. Cool. Well, we can play Peat Bog in response to something. Yeah, I do believe the Thorn of the Black Rose is a woman. Does look it, huh? All right. I'll negate all this junk. See ya. Keep our hand nice and naked. Good grief. I said that today. So far, not so good. This is really struggling. Oh, we've already seen, how many rats have we seen so far? I can assume they've got 4. Yeah, we're kind of stuck playing this. Deck is just fighting us. Come on. This deck plays like rock, paper, scissors. There's a lot of decks out there that are paper and you're scissors, and you just kind of auto win. Especially those of like the 2 or 3 mana variety, trying to stretch it a little too far. Sometimes Hexproof can feel that way, especially after post board. All our dudes showing up. You've got the Monarch. All right. We will draw here. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll do this to this. Let's blow something up. Boop. Actually, I should have gone for that regular swamp with the Icequake there. Bam. Getting grim. Deck usually doesn't feel this dependent on Exhume. In the past, it's just coming up nicely when I need it to, but boy, it's really fighting today, isn't it? Best creature in Magic, one of them, for sure. Alrighty. Don't know if that's... This on top. Yep, the rat's lock. I'm going to drop the Spellbomb. We really need to find an Exhume after we draw the bomb back. Let's go. Oh, there's a good little thing to see, huh? I'm going to put it on there. We can at least kill the thing here. Bloop. I'll hit for 1. Yeah, sure. Before they can sacrifice it. We gain some life there. I'm sure the rat's not going to live much longer. If it does, we got a nice out, but they got 7 cards in their hand, now 8. A little delusional to think that rat's going to untap. Defile. Nothing says Magic like machine guns. Good grief. Play the real card. Here comes the rat. Are they going to follow it up with Okiba Gang? We're going ultra old school. Hey, a very expected Fangs showing up. Similar strategies. Theirs is working and ours is not. Thorn. Well, let's get it back. We might Monarch right into a cast down so I can answer that. If anything, we've got a blocker. Using up another cast down. Come on, top that cast down. We got 2 more and 30 cards. Pretty sure Thorn's going bye-bye. Yep. See ya. If you commit to swamps, boy, Defile is one hell of a... Alright, they got us here. Rat locked. LL. Well, I'm honest. We're going to plow through here. I'm going to actually make a change. This is, when I do this, our next person is going to play red. But it does feel, these first two games, feels like I want some, I'm still going to, the 75 stays, but I'm going to swap these two just so I have some way of messing with their graveyard. Let's go. But my argument there is, against red, you really need that life gain. A lot of times it's not enough to just have it in games two, because then you've got to win that one, Sometimes you've got to have that surprise value of anti-artifact hate game one. Boot Nipper, I even considered. This is when you really wish this was a troll. We'd have a turn two, but we'll keep this hand. It's not much on the way of land destruction, but we do have a pretty nice aggro start here. Here's... It's another good thing to search up is the words your choice. I really like seeing Rancid Earth in this matchup, but it's going to be quite a while before it's relevant enough to chop down some fairies. Had a pretty good outing at the Pauper Classic Tuesday. There was a lot of people there on Tuesday. Really good turnout. All right, time to sign in blood. See if this gets sprited. Oh, hey, Real T, that was you? Yeah, that was another brutal match. All right. Fairies 50-50. Sometimes they can just counter everything you're trying to do, and it just gets maddening. All right, I'm going to throw Trollman in the yard. I don't really need the land here. Sure, I'll get the Doom down. Probably just going to get snapped. Oh, okay. They are on Demir, of all things. Well, we know what we're going to try to blow up, right? I think we go after land first. Yeah, 1 damage, no ninjas. I'm going to try for the land here. Oh, never mind. That's technically a swamp. Okay, then. We'll take this one out. Or attempt to. Goal here. We just keep drawing in and they're countering land destruction. Then maybe we can slip out and exhume and do something useful before we kill anything. I really don't like Thorn of the Black Rose in this matchup because of the fairy's ability to just come in at flash speed. Okay. Well, I don't know if they have any hard counters. That or they're just really disciplined. Oh man, going that long in the first game of the match, that can get tiring. Okay. We got another Exhume, so I'm going to go for it. I'll Exhume for the troll. If it gets countered, we're not too unhappy about that. It gets countered. There's nothing in their yard. We'll Exhume again. We'll cast down our Snuff Out, and this doesn't feel too good, but otherwise, got a nice little race going on here. I trip that for a swamp, I'd imagine. Choking Sand's going to be stuck targeting islands for right now. Down goes the troll. Squish like grape. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can cast Angler still. Yeah, I really don't like Monarch against fairies. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, that'll be 1. Let's try to cut them out here. Nope. That's when you really want to Rancid Earth. 6, 7. I think I've got enough. Let's see. Right now it's a pretty close race if they don't have removal. Oh, yeah, I got that list. Yeah, Pulsar Morass can be a backbreaker. I made this out of frustration of facing the player Pops and Hyde in Pauper Classic Tuesdays. And, of course, the second I made it, I never faced him. But for like 4 weeks straight, it was like round one. And no matter what deck I would throw at that Lifetron, you know, the one with the more of a focus on green and the Boulder Branch Golem and things like that, it was just getting very upsetting. 1, 2, 3. No, let me attack first. Attack. Yeah. 5. Crunch. Should I just play this to play it? Get another creature out. They're going to be holding a Monarch until then. I'm just going to try to blow up land. Make them think that I've got something good here. We do not. Oh boy. Sprites for days. Okay. That would have been pretty funny to play Thorn and they counter it. Not that effective against us. This is Demir Fey. Definitely going to be wanting Crypt Rats. Looks to be very fairy-centric. So my son and I, Aaron, the one that lives at home, the great game player. Alex is really good too, but Aaron's just on another level. But we made a format. It starts off as Singleton Pauper, but you're allowed 2 uncommons. If you win, you get to pick any one card to swap out. It's a 40-card deck and just kitchen table Singleton variety. So you can upgrade like to any card. And then if the loser gets to start the game with 3 treasure tokens. It's been some pretty fun games. He's playing a white weenie list. It's very unlike him to play that, and I'm playing Azorius, sort of mid-range. We're playing first one to 20 wins the contest. Right now I think it's 5-5. I got off to like a 5-2 lead, but then he got me 3 in a row the other day. Oh boy. Off the game, whatever. They can just block. Oh no, it's been a long time since we've had an all L day, but we're headed that way. Bring these in. I do not like these in this matchup. Fangs would be really good in this matchup. I'm not too worried about. Spellbomb, I will keep in though. I don't want to keep most everything here. Go down to 1 Spellbomb. We're up to the rat count. Got 2 Fangs. I think that'll be enough. It's mostly to just keep the rat as a 2/2 so that I can just keep fairies back and attack and not have to worry about stuff. Stuff's gonna die. Let me I gotta keep the Snuff Outs. I'll get rid of 1 Sands. Let's go. Yeah, right now the only rage it's been inducing is my own not being able to write the letter W down yet. But I'd like to play first. Yes, it would be nice to just have a clobbering hand here. 2 mana. Got the goods. We'll keep. I like having Snuff Out here. Get another Dark Ritual. We got a turn 1 Angler. That'd be pretty funny, right? Play this. It can be a little clunky playing Ritual sometimes. I think I'm just going to hang out. I like the old school Ritual. I have like 5 different arts for Rituals, but who doesn't like to play with the old school ones, right? Let's go. All right, we'll keep things real simple. We don't have any land destruction main here, so I'm just going to play sort of meek. Let's see if it gets countered. It does not. All right, we got some fun stuff to do next turn. And we have Snuff Out to respond to things, so we can lean on Ritual, like our life depends on it. And then when they think they're doing a Dream Crusher move by casting a Sprite, we'll do the other thing, all right? All right, not too worried about that. So you can't reveal lands. You can hope that maybe they don't have many. Counterspell. Let's get rid of that island. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could cast Angler here, but I'm going to stay pure. While we got it, I'm just going to try to keep up tempo. Go like that. This is good. If this turns into Moon Circuit, I will snuff it. Very cool. The Aquifer is down. Line of Destruction now would be really cool. All right. Well, post this dude up. I wonder if I want to play the Troll instead. In this matchup, I think I do. I think I'm just going to roll out like this. Cast it. They've got a cast down, then I'll use it for angler food later. I'll turn that turn into a tempo accelerant into just having to answer the Troll. A few different, obviously, decision trees I could have gone with that, but I think this is the superior line of play. Cast down as thought. Okay, let's... Oh, don't like that. Oh, well. Now I want to go back in time and do the opposite. Good news is I haven't killed that yet, so if we do get an Exhume... Well, no, we don't have the Troll anymore. There's the Troll. 5, 6 on the 2. Do I wait one turn or do the thing? 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to take this out. Might live to regret this, but... Our land destruction has abandoned us at the time we need it most. Hope I just draw a swamp here. Nope. 2, 3. We'll bust out this. Boop. Gonna ask for a hard counter here. There it is. All right. Still not progressing too great here. I really want to play that Troll just as is. Signifying that we have cast down. We do not. That is a very old one. That might be one of the first quotes. That's the year we started. Yeah, only about 8 months after the propaganda started. All right, come on over. Let's go, Ninja Man. Dars and Circuit Hacker. Be really nice to draw a Crypt Rat here. I think I need to cycle this, get a little more realistic. Swamp Cycle. Higher chance of grabbing this rat. Come on, Crypt Rat. Nope. Hey, 2, 3. I'm still going to go after this stuff. Just trying to cut out black so I can, once I do land one of these, I can maybe be cast down proof. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could cast Angler here. I think I might. Get out of here. Hopefully they found no lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. They still got cast down mana, so we're not out of the woods yet. Delving deep into the quotes today. Ooh, look at this. I don't know of a 1 mana answer for, well, maybe they're playing Vendetta. I won a tournament playing Vendetta. I think I've called it when Blackthorn first came out. I think that's what I called the list. The Black Rose, I called it Black Thorn, and it was somewhere deep in the... but yeah, I used Vendetta. All right, cool. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep them off black. Kapow. All right. It can get pretty painful. We'll attack. I think if they had cast down, they would have used it, right? So let's do what everybody hates to see. Bloop. Smack, and we're back in it. At least life total wise. Don't have a cast down, please. Let me hit you one more time. Maybe they're on Snuff Out. Usually this is when, you know, the Moon Circuit hacker's ability starts throwing out junk lands that you don't need, but you gotta collect everything. So I'm not too worried about this Merfolk Looter effect that he keeps hitting us with. Yeah, well past Spell Pierce. Come on, let me just top deck Rats. Of course, he does have a 3 fairy count, so anything I play outside of the Troll or Gurmag Angler is countered by a Spellstutter Sprite right now. This is the sort of scenario, though, where it's nice to play the Rat. Like if you have Exhume in your hand and then they counter it and then you Exhume it, they bring back whatever and you just wax everything again. All right, we'll keep our little mystery card in hand. Act like we're going to do something with it. Gosh, dang it. This thing has really gotten my respect lately. Sewer Surveillance. I know I flagged it as one of the more playable cards. I mean, anything with flash is playable. But it's pretty... It says or leaves. It's like, oh man. Remember my blue robot list? I might be playing that in there pretty soon. Nice way for blue to get the jump on things. Or in the... let me write that down. Sewer... Valence. I think blue Blitz might really like that for the non-creature spell and clearing the way. I don't know, nothing really blocks anyway though, but sometimes those otter creatures that I've got are pretty paramount to that strategy. Here we go. Looking for our first W. Thanks for joining me and collectively licking our wounds here. This has been a rough first few rounds. Lots of L's. Nothing really screaming out of the gates. So, critiques welcome. 1, 2, 3. Let's blow this up. They might be out of black options. Seen a lot of these risks only run 2 aquifers and like a bog. It's just a old-fashioned bounce, or yeah, they're getting in with that. All right. They're drawing 2 cards. God, I wish this was a rat. Tron Beetle. What a cool name. Good to have you with us. Come on, come on. No more surveillance. Maybe Tron Beetle will give us be our lucky card moving forward here. No more creatures. Come on. Yeah, you go find that cast down you can't cast. Holding this swamp makes them always hesitate. If we do draw into anything even like this, it's like, is this a must counter? I don't know. Let me attack here. See what if I can get some life out of the deal here. It's kind of dependent on whether I can do this or not. It's just going to take it. All right. Smack. There's that. I will sign in blood. And it's a sprite. Gosh dang. Oh, God. I wish this was a Crypt Rat. Just activate for 1 and just bye-bye everybody on your team. All right. I think they've got the cast down by now. They're halfway through their list. Imagine they have all 4. There's only 1 in the graveyard. Any statisticians around? I'd put them at about 41% to have it, especially now. Yep, looks like it's triple loss. Of course, the first round I saw that coming. That's probably the worst deck we could face. All right. Oh, hey, we're still going to gain life with the deal, right? And maybe I draw my cast down, we kill the Thorn, and we attack for the win. There's that too. So let's go. Booyah. Oh, boy. 7. It'll kill that. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yikes. Well, doesn't have first strike, so I've got to attack. Whack. Now go to 10. So if I top deck a Crypt Rat, that'll be pretty sweet. We could actually win. So I will play the Swamp here. We're just going to take a whole lot of damage and hope they don't have any answers, which they probably will. Even our cast down that we put them at about a high 40% to get is an option here too. And especially now, let's see what they're revealing. Cast down, we lose. Only option there is a Crypt Rat. Let's see if it was in the cards. I guess that doesn't even work. Man, I'm gonna get some more coffee. I'll be back right after we do a little go-kart racing courtesy of the Phyrexian driver, I believe. Let's see if this is the one.
First up, it's Flat Out Fork Truck, who thought rear wheel steering was a good idea.
Flat Out Fork Truck down the ramp. Over the first. Oh, he's gone! Straight away! Look at this. The first ramp, the back end goes, and wallet. Ooh!
It turns out accordions do not make great soapboxes.
Act accordingly. It's got disaster written all over it. Keep your fingers crossed. Look, it's already all over the place. How do you get that through the berm and the chicane? Oh, they've gone! The co-pilot just keeps appearing next to the pilot. Oh, they've gone again. Team Jesus and Pablo. Looks like he's going to take his life into his own hands, and he's gone over straight away. Well, it didn't really give me a chance to say that I think he's got his work cut out to get from top to bottom on this. He's actually got his work cut out to get from the top to the bottom of the ramp. He gets to it. Here's the water. Oh, he's just went. Oh, no, he's gone again. Oh, my word, that's got to sting. God, blimey. Look at that. Just caught those two wheels at the back, and then down you go, and that's going to leave a mark. Look at this. Don't go anywhere. This is not the time to go and get a drink, people. Watch this one. Here we go. He's going over the bridge. Don't take your eyes off him. Here he goes. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Oh, he's still going, look. Over the kick. Oh, he's gone. How predictable was that? Get after your bike, sunshine. How predictable was that? That might actually get to the finish without him. Watch him here. Oh, look at that. Blimey. The soapbox went 100 yards without him. Severgo projects. Two brothers, a cousin and a family friend. And we'll see whether that little wheel at the front is of any use at all. So off goes Jorge. Jaime, Alonso, Nacho and Pepe, the rest of the team. It's fast, I'll give them that. It's really fast in actual fact. But the balance doesn't look great, does it? Coming down towards the water. Oh, he's out!
And we're back. Yeah, that's a good comment there, Chimpskey. It does, that's downhill cart skit does feel how this is driving today, so for sure. That's how you know I'm honest with you. I'll post things that are straight losses too, because got to do what you got to do. Woo! Let's go over the deck list here. Just had so far, just a rush of combination of bad luck and matchups. Our big fatties have been kind of hiding from us. Maybe we'll do the superstitious shuffle, right? I'll just start putting these guys here and there. I did originally start off with 4 and 4 here, but obviously against a red list, these can get pretty pricey. I haven't been too in love with Snuff Out lately. It'd be neat to throw these down a budget. Bring cast down main. Freeing up some more room in the sideboard. Not sure what to do with it, but I was pretty high on this list about 3 or 4 nights ago. I was really feeling like it, but boy, after today's outing, I'm just like, not feeling that great. And with the 16 land count, doesn't really usually feel like that because we've got the ritual and we've also got the troll to go find some goods. So once you get to about 3 or 4 mana, you don't really want to see too many else there. So, well, there goes my theory for Tron Beetle being our good luck charm. We still lost. We've yet to win a game. We lost to Jund. Mono black artifacts. Those two right out of the gates are like horrible matchups. And then Dimir Fey isn't that great. Probably in the mid to high 40% to win, depending if we're going first or not against lists like that. So he'll take full responsibility. All right, yeah, it's Tron Beetle's fault. Yeah, I want to play first. Let's go. All righty. Well, we've got finally a decent hand we'll keep. Just hope that they don't throw a troll in their graveyard first turn either. I don't think I've seen that avatar. This is when I do like Snuff Out. Maybe they're going to put out an Oliphant or something, and we'll do the other thing here. So we'll hang out. We've got a turn 2 troll here, followed by a Sign in Blood. So that's a nice little accelerant. These are the kind of hands that I usually get when I'm playing here. My pickleball group. Oh, it's another artifact deck. All right, time to turn on my phone on quiet because that is a group chat. There's nothing I hate more than group chats. Well, there's quite a bit more, but it's up there. Group chats drive me nuts. It's not so much, I like the efficiency of it, but then when people just chime in with little like emojis and smiley face, I'm like, that does nothing for the conversation. And collectively it wastes like, if there's 10 people in the chat, that's a lot of cumulative time. All right. Well, let's see if they're going to have a cast down or not. If they do, we've got the other answer in our hand. Let's attack first, just in case. I doubt they're going to let this through if they're holding a cast down. Nah, it's a damn surveillance crap. 2 games in a row. All right. Okay, time to send in blood. Wow, no lands. All right, off we go. Are you doing the version of it in Chimpskey? The Twitch version of a group chat. Yeah, I don't mind it in this setting. It's just, I like to turn off my phone and then look back and bam, when it does that, it gets me mad. All right, we'll lose Angler for obvious reasons. We don't draw anything good. We just bring out another huge fatty. There's that. Okay. Give me a swamp. I gotta sneeze. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. Is he gonna do the thing again? Let's attack, see if this works. Does he have another sewer valence? No. Okay. This is a really tough call. I want to blow up lands. I also want to get my dude out. Let me do this. I'm just going to get Angler now while I got it. Now I'll start blowing up lands ad nauseum. Let's go. Yeah, that definite legit rant. Like, quit finding answers to all my good stuff. Well, if they've got an answer now for like the Angler, we can just play the other one as we eat the other one's ashes. So far from what I've seen, I'm going to go after that seat of the Synod before I do the furnace here. I'm not going to be playing this anytime soon. Let's go. Let's start blowing up lands, please. Boy, this just keeps getting funnier. Boop. Take 2. Attack. So, oh yeah, last week I didn't even talk about, we missed the show last week because I was at a sumo event. Really enjoyed it. It was funny, you know, how I've always been kind of a contrarian. The entire event was the first time. So they had the weighted competitions, and then at the end, it's a free-for-all. So somebody my size can, and did, fight a guy that weighed 560 pounds and won. It was so crazy. So for the first time in the history of USA Sumo, the no heavyweight made it to the top 8. It was crazy. All these like pretty svelte guys were, mixing it up, and it was a really fun outing. Really fast. The matches only last like 10 or 20 seconds tops. There was this poor old dude. He came out of retirement. He lost every single match, kind of like what we're doing today. And there was just this one time though, this young gun kind of just got out of his way, and he just looked so inept, like he didn't know how to control his body. He, very heavy gentleman, obviously, but he just fell with such a lack of grace. I just had to laugh. It looked like something out of a Three Stooges act. But every single seat in the place was awesome. I was at the Long Beach Forum. There's a big pyramid. You can't find a bad seat. Actually, the worst seat would probably be the second row closest to the action, because you have somebody right in front of you. After about 4 rows, then it climbs up real vertically, and so you just saw everything. And if I was like a zillionaire, went to this event and could pick any seat I wanted to be at, I probably would have picked within like 1% of where we were. I mean, maybe even 1 row higher. But yeah, I highly recommend if you haven't been to one before. It's a really fun outing. Hey, look at that! There's a W on our sheet. Oh my God, are they going to run away? All right, this is artifacts. Snuff Out's not going to be too great in this matchup, so let's bring it out. I'll bring in the cast downs. Wow, a W? I know, this is crazy. Bring in that maybe. I could probably get rid of some of these. 2, 3. I'll put in 2 of these. Maybe 3. Sure. Let's just keep things spicy. It's a W. Oh my God. Craziness. I didn't even write down what we were playing against. So some just black Tron variants again. All right, well, we got a first turn land destruction. That's pretty cool. We'll keep this in. Antidote. Yeah. Anecdote. Okay, he shows us a unbreakable land. That sucks. So instead of that, I'm just going to play this. Get our mana right. Yeah, I'll just write down Affinity, Dimir Affinity. I think that's mostly what it was. Every deck has leaned on black. And we have like Choking Sands. When I played in the Pauper Classic matchup, I think I only played 3 Choking Sands. That same sort of reasoning there. I guess I'll get rid of that. I top deck a Exhume. Be all right. Which is likely because I'm going to both cast Sign in Blood and Ritual here. There we go. Fill up our hand, please. Let's go. All right. Ritual. We'll kill this dude. Bam. Take 2. Would have been nice to draw land. Statistically what I was expecting to do. More indestructibilities. If we don't top deck a land, not sure if I want to cast down / Spellbomb. Put us to 1. That's really frustrating when you're the land destruction deck and you kind of blowing up your own lands to just get anywhere. I didn't do it. Get out of here. Can't be taking that much damage all the time. I'll bring this out. Can always trip it and draw a card next turn. We're at death's door. There's another land we can blow up. Are we going to get there? Probably not. Okay, just give me a swamp, please. All right, desperation time. I need to hit a land here. Yes. Oh, gosh. Here we go. No lands for us. Oh, boy. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy here. We're playing land destruction, and we've blown up our own lands. I will find the humor in it instead of sulking. What's the sulk ability? 1/1s can't be blocked by like creatures with the greater power. I forgot. Or is it skulk? I don't know if that's even a separate word. All right, game 3. I know when the fates are against me. Begin. We've got that. In a scenario like that, it does feel like I would want more options to do something like a toxin infection instead of the Unexpected Fangs, just to kind of wipe the board out. But all right, let's go. We're playing first. All right. I will keep this. I think I want to just Ritual Whisper here. Whisper. Give me like a troll would be ideal there. I cycle it and then exhume it next turn. There's so many cards when Aaron and I are dabbling with that singleton list that I was talking about at the kitchen table, where like I forget what there's a Crusader card. It's a 2/2 flyer with flash, and all white creatures get +1/1. I'm like, if that was in Pauper, Celestial Crusader, that's the name of it. At first, it seems ridiculous to suggest that could be downshifted, but then I'm like, well, outside of like White Weenie, I'm not quite sure how many lists would go that route. I mean, it'd be a great card, but I don't know if it'd really be a Yeah, it has split second. Don't know if it'd really be a backbreaker. It's all white creatures, which comes into play because I'm playing an Azorius Shell. All right. There goes our graveyard plan. Where's our land destruction now? Come on. Got him on the back ropes. We've already bitten to our arm twice with Night's Whisper and Sign in Blood. Let's go. Come on, list. Help me out here. Well, let me do this. I'm going to cast the... Well, if I crack this now and then he cracks his in response, I'm going to go for it, though. Say, okay. I'll say no. And I'll cast Angler right now. Turning off their spell bombs. At least getting a clock on the board here. Let's go. I've been tempted. I wish that 3/3 with Suspend in black. It's some zombie. It's a 3/3 with Fear. Had better stat lines. Drives me nuts. I don't need the land here. I'm just going to play the creature out just to get uber advantage here. Has he got that damn surveillance card? Let's see. Probably should have attacked first. By probably, I mean I should have. All Our opponent's having a game like we just had, and I appreciate Exkilo Vuador for not quitting. I mean, if you quit now, I get it. You're just kind of like good game sort of quit, but we haven't had a quitter yet. Of course, we've been getting our butt kicked. See how I put you guys in there to join me so it's not all my fault? What a scoundrel. Let's go. Attack. Bring out the fangs. Yeah. We're all about the life, son. Woo. Good to go. Let's bring this out. Looks like we're going to win again. Yay. We're not going to go totally defeated. I really thought this was going to be like a 3 or 4 hour show. Sometimes these games can go pretty long. But for right now, we're going into the last round. And I will be online almost all day today playing. Staying indoors. Staying off the court today. Tomorrow, I'll probably be on. I'm playing twice, so I'll probably get about 5 or 6 hours on the court. So I'll be plenty wiped out after that. It's neat having my massage the other day, and the difference in the tissue quality as far as like playing for 7 days straight versus having every other day off. It was pretty pronounced how much better my muscle tissue was. Didn't need so much pain and squinting and mulligan. That's what I'm trying to say. We got first turn land destruction. We'll keep that. Not sure if we're up against a Snuff Out card. I'm going to get rid of that. We'll say done. We are on the go here. Sometimes it's better to go second when land destruction, but that's if you have an ideal ritual hand. Yeah, I think I mentioned it this year at least once, but there was a really, I think Dr. Clapper. He was the doctor for the Lakers, and he would come on this radio show when I would drive into work, and he had the funniest phrase. He would be like, "Stop exercising, you're killing yourself." His point was like, if people just didn't exercise, all these injuries wouldn't happen. It's like that spurious correlation. All right, here we are. We can blow some stuff up. Let's do it. Oh, don't need that much. We'll rock here and hope that they're just have like a one land keep draw here. So we're reaching here. We're going to have to lose some life against a red deck. I miss the old art. I mean, it's not as good, but there's a certain, I don't know if it was the materials they used and the lack of computers back then, because these had to be paintings, you know. Be neat, like I was saying earlier, to have like Chronicles Revisited or, you know, Fallen Empires 2, but then force the artists like no digital, nothing. It just, everything's got to feel like really old school. Oh, did you catch an aesthetic? Get the alpha version of it. Me too, Tron Beetle. I mean, I'm a fan of good art. I like, but there's a lore and a nostalgic feel to a lot of these things that are just, it was just kind of neat. You know, when we play Ascension, that sort of thing goes down, where Ascension, that card game, I know Magic players made it. I can't remember which ones. I think it was Brian Kibler and somebody else, but they had one artist for all of it, and it does feel really timeless and cool. And it's not my favorite art. I mean, I feel like I could do a lot better on some of the drawings, but it all comes together. It's just kind of neat. Would you guys be in favor of that if they only picked out like a few artists to do like an entire set instead of just like dozens? So that, oh man, we've really got a nasty hand here. If we would have just drawn a land there. Maybe we can pay for a land. Oh boy, it's really making a stretch. All right, here we go. Or imagine, you know, slowing down the release sets and then letting just like one artist take one set, and maybe the public could vote on which one, right? Oh, that's strange. Does he have some weird convoke trick, or did he just miss the turn? He must have just forgot to attack, I should imagine. All right. This is just Rakdos. Rakfey, we'll call it. Rakfey today. Cool, cool. We're gonna blow some stuff up and keep you off the cards that you want the most. Blow that up. Take 2. Doop. We're gonna die soon if we can't. Definitely want some Unexpected Fangs here. Lose Snuff Out yet again. Yeah, the more I've been playing Snuff Out in this list, it's like been a 5-to-1 ratio. 5 meaning most of the time I don't want to see it, and then the one time it kind of saves the game, like against a Mnemonic Wall getting blinked or something. But and then out of those two, I had little hash marks off to the side of like times Cast Down would have still been just as good, or I had the mana for it, and oftentimes I did. And beta word of command. Hell yeah. Yeah, get my the Visage I've been using for almost all of Propaganda. I think that came out like a few months into Propaganda being a thing, but there's a neat psychology to land destruction where the majority of the time people are trying to get rid of lands mid-game, like with a looting effect sort of thing, but you can get into these neat little scenarios where you're like, oh man, put the screws to them if you are able to keep killing their stuff or their resources here. Okay, there's a big old beast. I do not want to play that other thing, but I do want to draw cards. I'm going to draw some cards here. Probably ill-advised. There's a Snuff Out. There's a thing. There's that thing. Blast this here. Blast it all. Crunch. Yeah, we'll trip this. Do this. Play this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We really need to have a Rancid Earth there. Could have taken one and blown up everything, but right now, it doesn't look like we're going to get there. One spell and a swing with the sneaky and we're dead. Yeah, I know. Let's pay 4 mana, or 4 life to kill a 1/1, but it's done more than that to us by now. It's probably hit us for 4 or 5. Yeah, I was starting to hit this new backhand drop shot in pickleball. I hit everything with backhand, so it's finally starting to feel super comfy, this really hard drop shot in the corner that I used to use just my left hand with because I'm an ambidextrous player. And when I hurt my hand, I drilled all summer with just that shot, trying to really master it. And so I'm finally turning the corner where it feels just as good and if maybe better with my right. It's kind of like having a new card that you're excited to play. Come on, they got to do it. I'm betting Alms of the Vein here for the kill. No, all right, we're just going to concede here. We don't need to see more. Let's see if we can win out. This is all about the land destruction, the Unexpected Fangs. We'll bring in all of these. Oops. Yeah, probably these two, huh? Is that going to be too loosey-goosey? For the same reason of the other one, I'm going to bring these out. I'm going to bring out these as well. There's going to be plenty for that to happen. Get rid of 1 blood. We've got the Exhume. We've got the removal. We've got rats. And we've got fangs to stay alive. And we've got Campfire to keep us in it. Let's rock. Maybe do a superstitious move here. Oh, it's not going to let us. We're already in. Here we go. Yeah, I want to play first, please. And our deck screws us. Mulligan. That's what you hate to see, right? No lands, and then if you count the troll there, 5 lands. It's like, come on, list. Deck we need a little bit of help against, right? Keep this. I'll get rid of a swamp. Done. I'm just in case they have a duress, I'm just going to get this on the board immediately. Good evening, Prostate Pirates in the house. Maybe you'll bring us some luck. We're 1 and 3. I didn't expect to do great. 2 and 3, what ideal, or a 3-2 would have been a pretty good outing. This is definitely not a 4-1 or a 5-0 list unless you just draw perfect, and like you can say that about any list. So we'll run into a bunch of indestructible swamp-based stuff when we have Snuff Out and Choking Sands main. So technically in some of these matchups we're starting with 8 dead cards with an asterisk. The pro state. I was like, the other day I was behind this truck and I'm like, you know, I have a touch of dyslexia, and so I was looking at it and I was like, man, this person really likes tacos, because the back of the truck said taco and then ma, like, you know, the mom. It's like taco ma, like, you know, I guess she just has really good taco nights, and then it was just like, oh, Tacoma. That's right. My mind immediately split the two and went there. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still can't do it. Let's do the psycho thing. Getting our percentages down. I've already played that. 3, 4 on the 2. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. Not just for Tuesdays anymore. I was like that. My wife has this salad she always orders, and the dressing comes on the side, Chinese chicken salad. But the way the font it was written and stuff, I thought they had misspelled it. Just out of the corner of my eye, I was just like, Chineas? I was like, it wasn't misspelled. I was just, that's a lot of my world for you. Sometimes it helps with Scrabble. Sometimes not. All right, I'm doing the thing. This is actually kind of ideal. We'll draw some cards here. And we'll pay the thing. Yield to all. Yes, I want to draw a card. That's a pretty good card to draw. What was that? New Devilry. One, two. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do that. Play that. 5. I'll keep the troll in there. Get a big old fatty out. Hopefully they don't have cast down. I'll find out soon enough. Drinking yourself in Tacoma. Yeah, it could have gone that way too. I didn't even think of that one. Come on, come on. Let's get a win here. Don't have cast down. Don't be able to deal with the angler. You're too hell-bent on doing damage. Come on. Remember our discount code for you Prime users. If we could bring that up one more time. This is good for the next hour or two. I think it goes till about noon. Right now it's about 10:45 my time. There we go. Thank you for that, Chimpskey. This is really good news. Our angler will live, which represents 6 life. Actually 4, because we're going to eat 2 of it to draw some more threats. Are they thinking better of this? Alrighty, let's go. The Fangs have it. The first build of this I did was a lot more of the sneeze. Excuse me. There's a lot more of the Reckoning and the Eviscerator's Insight sort of angle, artifact lands, blowing stuff up. So that one I did have Toxin Analysis in. All right. Sneeze Out. That's right. Sneezing Blood. Here we go. Oh, cool. This got really good. Well, let's do this. Exhume for the troll. Change of plans. And then Fangs on this. This might get a concession. All right. We did another one of those cool, really rare letters called a W. This is feeling a trippy. All right. Let's put the Fangs over here. Put one of the trolls between two bogs, because that never loses. And one angler between the Sign and Bloods. Those are new to the show. That's called a Superstitious Shuffle. I know. I would have thought we would have at least 2 quitters today. If this was a betting establishment, the over-under, I think would have been right around there for the bets. But who would have thought? But, you know, when you're beating somebody up, you don't really feel like quitting, right? Oh, this is a nice, very good hand. We have a turn 2 troll and a campfire. We're going to keep this. Careful not to drop that campfire too soon. Propaganda is a professional. I always like that when you see a special effects on it. At least here in the States, there'll be some driver that jumps and it's like, professional driver, do not try this. But if you look at a lot of propaganda commercials that I've cut and stuff, it'll be like professional actor, not a person. It's all these little like tropes that are my little remedy to keep me sane. All right. Wow, heck, better than that is that. We can we just do it all? Ritual. Check this out. Cycle. Do the thing. Boop. First turn troll. Oh my God, we won. We go 2-3. 2-3. That's a pretty good, after that start, I'm very happy with that. No, that was, I don't think that's quitting. That's just, they lost. That was a crazy start. They must not have had any cast downs and such. But anyway, I still kind of high on this list. I'm really liking it. Mana value here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I had learned. The thing we learned here is that Spellbomb deserves to be main. I do not want to play with Bazooka Bog for the tempo loss and getting to that 3rd mana. It's just, or this. But yeah, it's been like 8 years since we revisited this list. A lot of things have changed, obviously, in that time. We've got access to a lot more life gain, a lot better edict effects. These were always here. I would really like to go back in time and talk to myself, like, why aren't you playing this as like a draw package but I don't think there was enough life gain, and I do believe one of them ran even like the Tendrils of Corruption to try to stay alive and keep up with these. But yeah, it was pretty cool. We'll go over here real quick before I head out. But yeah, we've got the 4 bogs. The rest are just swamps, so because we are playing a Snuff Out. 4 dark rituals, 2 spellbombs, Exhume, 2 Night's Whispers, 4 bloods, and then we run 2 rats. All 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these. You can go Befoul too if you want to bring that up in chat. It's 4 mana. It's 2 and 2 black. It blows up a land or a creature. I don't like it, but there are some lists I've seen that have run that in the past. We got 4 Snuff Outs, 2 Thorn of the Black Rose, and 4 of these, and then 4 of the Anglers. So it's been a long time since I played this. I think I'm going to have some more fun with it today. I'm actually have to say collectively, I haven't had many quitters. Now, when you get a jump on somebody and you have like a 8/8 lifelink, creature that can't be blocked, and they know your hand's full of land destruction and they don't have any lands, I don't really think of that as quitting. That's just like, all right, good game, you got me. I'm not going to suffer through this anymore. So anyway, were we land destruction the entire time? Yes, we were. So anyway, back to the grind, everybody. I don't have any time off perceived in the near future, so please spread the word. I'm so trying to get to 10,000 subs on YouTube. I don't know why round numbers matter to humans, but I am one, and it kind of seems to matter. It'd be so neat to see that 10 thing happen. So if you haven't liked and subscribed or think somebody liked the channel, please hook us up. Anyway, use that code to get 35% off 5 or more tier 1 gift subs right there in the chat. Until next week, everybody, we're going to go out with prismatic lenses. This is one of the better written commercials, that, if I do say so myself, and Little Fight's awesome VO as always. Until next week, everybody, I'm so glad we won the last two. We'll see you next week. Adios.
Prismatic Lenses welcomes you to a place you can see magic happen. Utilizing Urz's blueprints, the pieces of the puzzle come together with a quality that is second to none. From our patented millstone polishing technique to our dignified use of stonehorn, our lenses bend both light and mana. First exams are free. Prismatic Lenses.